enforcement official in the county sworn to do a job, they took that convicted felon's word over mine because of what the video. So that'll tell you where our state of mind is nowadays. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. Any help, I would be greatly appreciated to anybody that has, any kind of ideas.
I've gotten with, Mr. Roberts, and I believe in the budget request you submitted, as part of jail maintenance, there was some funding. It wasn't broken down by any particular amount, but there was, as part of that request was, camera upgrades for the jail. So I don't, without having some type of bid or, knowing what that cost is, I believe the funding is there, at least in a reasonable amount, to cover any of these costs. I would recommend that we work with, Mr. Harold. He's got some insight to some of these systems. And I think this is potentially could be a grant request. I don't know if any of those grants would cover any of this piece of it, but we can sit down
I'll look into it.
and kind of look into that and see.
It's not gonna hurt to try to get some ideas what it's gonna cost anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the main thing is try to get the most bang for our buck
Right.
without without wasting, money and assets.
Right.
Do we need an action on that, or are you comfortable with, we're just, you can get some bids?
I just wanted to make the court aware that, we're gonna start looking and kind of keep y'all up to speed with us, that way it's not a big shock when it lands in your lap.
Okay. No, that's good. I think, I'm comfortable with that. Any more, questions or comments?
Maybe we can trade that car and that truck for something.
Yeah.
Well, not.
Hey, I'm good with it.
If the quote is under $50,000, you can do it as a sole source. If the vendor is on the buy board, and there's not a competitive thing, you can actually go sole source above 50,000, it's another requirement. But until we get to the 50,000 threshold, there's no requirement to bid. So it's $49,999.99.
Sure, we can get something reasonable.
If Mr. Harold works any magic like he did with the JP's office, then that cost would be relatively small, yes.
I believe we can do it. If we really pinched our pennies, I think we could completely revamp the system under 10. And that's just a guess, but I really feel confident about that.
I think that's a realistic number. I mean, give or take, not.
Sure.
But that should give you an idea of starting.
Don't you, Bud?
Utilizing the existing wiring, let's don't recreate the wheel. Just storage device and additional cameras.
Sure.
But we'll do a risk assessment first.
Okay, anything else, concerning item number 20? Okay, hearing none, we will move on to item number 21. Consider a canine donation in the amount of $250 from Mr. Jeff Mosley. Sheriff, any comments?
I hate to sound like a broken record, but it makes me feel really good that our citizens are really supporting our group. They're supporting our canine program. It's been very effective, and we try to get as much PR out there as possible without kind of giving our handlers and dogs away, but folks are just left and right. I mean, since we've started the program, very supportive, and it keeps our program alive with very little cost to the taxpayer. And it's a very effective tool. I imagine Chief has a lot he'd like to say about it, but, the way put you out there.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Since you're a member.
Yes, sir, no, you're right, it is a big asset, and we got a lot of people that are donating. I talked to a lady last week that wants to make a donation. She's inquiring how to go about doing that, so I instructed her, told her this process, it has to be approved, so. All the food is donated, any monies that's donated help buy supplies, pay the vet bills, that's the biggest thing. So I know we keep current shot records, any kind of medical, issues that come up, we get those checked out regularly, and so all this money goes to that.
Make a motion to approve the donation, Judge.
Got a motion to approve from Commissioner Moore,
Second. Yeah, that's fine.
second from, was it Commissioner Ashby? Okay, motion from Commissioner Moore, second from Commissioner Ashby. Any further discussion on item number 21? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Ayes have it, motion carries. Item number 21, pay bills. We have bills in the amount of $1,323,325.94 being presented to the court today.
Plus $235.16 to Coral Central Appraisal District. Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion to approve with the additional,
$236.16. $235. Okay. We got, make sure.
I don't know, I got some fancy.
We messing with the appraisal
With the
district.
bills, sorry.
okay. I promise we're gonna approve, we're gonna pay the bills. Okay. Motion from, Commissioner Jones, second from Commissioner Matthews. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Ayes have it, motion carries.
I need to stamp this too then, since we don't approve it. Don't have to stamp
Very
it.
good.
That's not that stamp.
Oh, down that other stamp.
Yeah. That's a road district stamp.
I learn something every day, I try to.
Okay, commissioners' reports. Commissioner Matthews?
Alright, we had another great youth fair. We got some moisture over the weekend, which was good as well. Had about 426 kids that participated in the youth fair. We had a total of 224 that made the sale. I got the pleasure of judging the Pee Wee Rabbit and Goat Show. That was fun. But we also had a group that went to Colorado, judging and showing. They represented Cordell County very well. I think there were 17 teams, I could be wrong. I think they came in 5th overall. You got Kyle Coward that had the high point for the goats. They got 4th overall on judging the goats. The Gardner young lady, Kinsey Gardner, got 4th overall on the beef. They got 3rd overall as a team on the beef. 5th in the high points for the reasons, and then 5th overall. So they did very good, and that was Kinsey Gardner, Jenna Coward, Samuel Belt, and Kyle Coward. So they did a fine job of representing us in Colorado again. Super proud. So and that's all I got.
Okay, thank you.
Have nothing?
Don't have anything, I just hope everybody had a good New Year's, and if you're gonna burn anything, do it this weekend, cause Monday we'll have a burn ban on.
What about the day?
Huh?
What about the day 4 or 5 o'clock?
Yeah, burn it today. No,
Get on it, Kyle.
Yeah. Already did. I'll make our some more though.
Okay, I've got a few things I do wanna run down with you. First one is a, septic system, or OSSF program, countywide. If you recall, FY 18, sometime, or calendar year 18, this court, amended and passed an updated schedule for, the fee schedule for our septic system, inspections, as well as, the fees collected for, the annual contracts, on those. Mr. Pitts has been doing a fantastic job.
Yes, sir, yeah.
He has been a bulldog as far as getting people in compliance. And it's not to try to get $20 out of them, it is so that, our environmental impact on the county, stays clean and compliant with TCEQ. That's really the intent of the septic system program. So to just give you, I'm not gonna go over all the totals, but, permits are new systems going in. And, I wouldn't be so naive as to say that there's no one out there who is putting in a septic system, and not getting a permit. Nobody's doing that at all within the county. So, that is an absolute number. That's exactly how many were installed, because they all got permits. But if you'll see from 2017, 2018, the trends are kind of the same. But in 2019, we had a 20% increase in the number of permits year over year for septic systems going in. And then with the additional provisions that y'all provided, revenues are up approximately 40%. So we're almost for 2019, and that's calendar year. 2019 was almost $61,000 in revenues for just the septic system program. And with that, that's 763 transactions that are executed in our database that we track. So just want to let you know that, you know, as you make decisions, you should kind of get feedback, and so those fees that were implemented in the schedule that was rehashed, you know, in 2018, you're now seeing the impact of where that revenue stream, and I hope that it continues. Okay, last week, the sheriff and I met with Southwood Architects, Mr. Jeff Heffelfinger. We conducted a preliminary site screening to determine what areas in Gatesville are suitable for construction. We're gonna be scheduling follow-up commissioner court meetings. The first one coming up is January 21st, so please put that on your calendar, as well as a secondary meeting on January 28th. Now, and then that's off cycle from, you know, our next commissioners court meeting, 2 weeks from today. The agenda for those meetings hasn't been finalized. I'm getting a lot of that information from him as to kind of what we want to talk about as we're developing the plan. But I wanted to make you aware that we do have those 2 specific meetings coming up in the next few weeks. To echo what Commissioner Matthews said, I want to congratulate the Coryell County Youth Fair Board, our county 4-H programs, our AgriLife Extension agents, for another tremendously successful Coryell County Youth Fair. It's phenomenal, the effort that those kids put in, which really means it's phenomenal how much these parents are willing to invest in their children. The time, and would you concur with that, Mr. Belt? There's some time put in to encourage you.
Time and money expended on fair projects.
So, but to have the support from the parents, so that these kids can participate in this program, reflects highly on our county. So, I want to add them to my congratulations as well. Please keep Mrs. Simpson in your prayers as she's recovering from hip surgery. I believe she's doing pretty well. She did make a guest appearance at the office the other day, but she still has several weeks of physical rehab to go through. And I think you probably need to add her husband Ray to that prayer list as well, because I'm sure he's getting the brunt of that. Please add our veteran service officer, Richard Smith, to your prayers. He underwent knee replacement surgery last week. I do not have an update from him, but he is still continuing by phone to help service our veterans out there in the community that need help. But he is going to be a little bit limited in his mobility for the next few weeks as he conducts his rehabilitation. The last one I want to update you on, I got it just this morning, so I told Mr. Harrell I would put this in my notes, and I will get a copy out to you. We have requirements from the Texas Department of Emergency Management to maintain a current emergency management awareness plan and preparedness plan. Mr. Harrell has finished, our update to that. So we are fully in compliance, at the advanced level. That also impacts, the communities of, Event, Gatesville, Coppers Cove, and South Mountain, because they also utilize Mr. Harrell as part of their emergency management, coordinator. So, I appreciate all the good work, that you've done in getting that updated. We were never out of compliance, but this just sets us up for the next 5-year review cycle. And that completes my report. Any alibis, anybody have anything for me? Okay, hearing none, I thank everyone, for your attendance this morning, and we stand adjourned.